We're gonna makeshift some things, at least for the moment. It's not the best video in the world, but it works. So, I've been having camera issues since I started, so we're gonna try and figure out how this works. I think my
camera works pretty well.
Okay. Does this work?
I think the camera works better.
Okay. This works better. Okay. So, I had to play Fruit Basket Tournament with some cameras, so we'll try and see how this works. But I was not going to just go without a camera. There's no point. I'm right into a nest of something. Just let me leave the area. Okay, so this is a not so great camera, but we'll make it work.
Heads up, that's Peak Spot, a great place to watch the world from. Who knows who might be watching you? You're low on health.
Ah! I thought we were going to get past that. So this is not my normal camera, so that's why it's going to look a little weird. Kind of glad I do have the spare camera now. My computer on the fritz and no explanation as to why is kind of bothering me. But it's one next week won't be quite so bad. It's one that we'll try and do probably Ghost of Tsushima is what we'll
Heads up, that's Peak Spot, a great place to watch the world from. Who knows who might be watching you? The mountains are beautiful, but so exposed. You're bruised. That's something. A ring dinger from the yesterdays. A thingamabob used to pling signal the faraways. Let's find out if it still works. On a leash.
Why does it hit me that far up? So I want to see if I can actually beat this thing. Or at least get above it. Try and shoot it down. There's got to be a more powerful weapon than this. I mean, seriously. There's got to be something stronger than this thing.
Too bad you don't have working wounds. You're half dead. Batter 'em down.
Okay, that one coming out of the grass is weird. This is honestly a long game.
It's serene and beautiful here.
Oh, come on. I try and lure him into the grass and he basically penalizes me for doing that.
Hug the ground if you like. The mountains don't care. Kaboom!
Let's lure him back in. Okay.
You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it.
Okay. Secure a hard hat. Okay. So we're going to see if we can actually do this without needing cold water. What is our mirage?
Sometimes your mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time to relive a moment in your life. We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened.
Okay. That seemed kind of unnecessary.
However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different.
Okay.
Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders.
So this is kind of a thrown together stream in a weird way. just because I've had camera issues and everything else. We will get the camera issue straightened out later, but not today.
It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu. You need to unite the tribes and save the Tree of Life to truly become free. The mountains are so ginormous. That's a fire starter. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. It burns brighter than the light.
Okay.
Poke 'em.
Battering bunker.
The battering bunker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive.
Okay.
He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He just needs a logical reason to trust you with the fort and fate of his tribe. If fight is all you do, he can't stand by you. He recognizes the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best.
I sure say.
He'll
I really
give up
didn't
the
want
fort to you.
take down another fort, just...
The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands.
We're gonna let this guy join us.
You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He likes the way you think. Let's give the rival time to come around. Making enemies goes fast. And with that, you're spinning your own fate. Good or bad, never to be undone. Step by step, until all have given up their rights for the good of others. He's gotten news that the other tribes have realized there are no winners in this war. There's no purpose in antagonism. All three of them believe your tribe has grown strong enough to unite them. It's clear your efforts have been successful. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tribes are tired of war and will remember the one who brought them peace, whether you decide it'll be now or later. So, do you want to end the war now or continue the crusade?
We're gonna end this early.
He agrees. Better save your energy for something meaningful.
Because we've got a bigger fight up ahead. This is all of the other tribes. Okay. Is that the end?
It's the Netra claw chain. Hard not to feel tiny in the mountains. You make it look easy.
We are going to return to out of date. There are a couple of minor things I want to... Oh. I forgot we had this thing. I have a paraglider.
The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face.
No. We're gonna go back, like I said, we're gonna go back to out of date, and then from there, we're just gonna figure out what we're doing.
What a rocky land. The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. You're in pain.
Okay, we beat the first two. We can't beat the one that chases us. That's aggravating. Just to be honest.
You'll have to be extra sneaky. Couldn't just be open.
That second one that just shows up out of
A
nowhere.
tragedy.
can't wait to think of what the final boss is going to do to us. If that's what these minions are doing.
Getting dark soon. It's so barren here. You've got more than a flesh wound. Hardly seemed fair. Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the aforetimes lacked a message. Why, you made it to Hoofer. There's a living thing trader somewhere around here. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else. Says there's usually a line, but today's your lucky day.
So many of these open world style games are interesting.
That's the top of a shaftilu, a gigantic dig hole toxanol cut into the forest to pull things out of the earth. The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true.
This is more Zelda-ish than I realized. Sorry, I just realized that the microphone is what is in front of me, not the camera. So... will this protect us from...
You'll feel better once you leave. This must be BioNucleus 7H. Better be careful. The contamination here can mess with your molecular structure.
I swear that was the whole point of getting the biohazard suit. You still can't enter there.
There it is, the Tree of Life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct.
Okay.
The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future.
It's a DNA
A
strand.
representation of
Interesting.
all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
Now, let's see if we can find out of date. Okay. I just heard this thing growl. Where is it? Oh, there you are. Okay, there went the strunk. That's it. That's what we got out of that thing.
How long has this night gone on? Why is out-of-date so hard to get to right now? I think he's on top of the range. Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains.
Oh, by the way, that will be our finale next week. So we'll finish 2 games over the next few weeks. Because we just finished Spirit of the North.
Tread carefully here. This is Lupin's camp.
Why is out of date in Lupin's camp? Oh, this is the out of date isn't.
This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you.
So we're gonna try and find out a date. And then that's kind of gonna be the end of our stream. So next week will be our finale for this. So we finished 2 games in a week. Because I just finished Spirit of the North, and next week we'll be finishing BioMutant. Now, does that mean we've 100% of this game? No. We've still got some minor things I want to go find. One of them involves a ping dish. And the cold weather here. Because I want to find out let's pee on this tree.
Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Seriously?
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. What do you think his are? He's the one that's called Out of Date, remember? Out of Date says there's a time for everything, and now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark.
It won't be.
He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm. Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you.
Okay. Where is Goop?
That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
We're gonna go find Goop
Out of
next.
Date suggests that
That's
you should
going to
head
be next week's
southeast
quest.
as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind. Says you'll meet again.
Okay, I want to kind of fast travel. Go to Gizmo. So that way next week we start with Goop. So we're only a few weeks. We've only got maybe a week left of this. I was hoping this was the end, and it's not. This game just keeps going and going and going. And I keep expecting it to end. But anyway, next week we'll be visiting Goop. We will start Ghost of Tsushima on Wednesday.
It's so dark out.
Find goop. So this is the end of our stream.
This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Sizzle pop. Is this another one of the world eaters?
This is no time for sleep. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
Is there an entrance? Because apparently I am in the wrong spot. Okay, here we are.
Let's see.
Goop is in here.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim.
An otter!
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He recalls you wouldn't put in the time required to learn how to swim. He bets you regret that now. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
See? On my side. Go, dog, go!
Only the dark speaks in absolutes. Well, not only.
Oh, get snuffed, Light.
Let the light shine!
Light eventually burns out. Just saying.
Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. But hey, back to the goo. He can't leave the Subnautica Station, as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit, so you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time. It's not that it won't keep your head above the surface, but it needs improving to carry you across the thick goo out by the Porky Puff.
Okay. So next week we are entering the sewage tunnel. So that will be our quest next week.
Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can.
So here's our tunnel. So, for the CDH Warrior, I will see you next week on Monday with Breath of the Wild. Have a great day. Bye.